It's an Eastern Conference matchup as the Toronto Raptors come into town for this one. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. On the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. The Magic again playing host, continuing their homestand in this one. They're in 9th place in the Eastern Conference, still in the playoff picture, but they could use some wins.
Well, I don't know if these fans could be any more behind this team right now. The winning streak has captured this community's imagination. The level of enthusiasm's absolutely off the charts.
Yeah, it's definitely a great atmosphere to be part of. The fans have had a lot to cheer for lately, and it's like they get more and more excited with each win.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. So for Toronto right now, Lowry and DeRozan, they're the backcourt. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Ross in at the 3 spot. On defense, Toronto, they defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Well, they benefited from some very loose play from their opponents that night, Clark.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, there were a lot of turnovers in that game. Some were caused by their good defensive play, but some were just careless.
Kyle Lowry, an inside-outside scoring threat. He's become a deadly three-point shooter. Despite his relatively short stature, he's able to drive inside and finish effectively because of that great strength.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. He feeds it to DeRozan. Lowry a screen on Oladipo. It's DeRozan.
Oh, get it!
Oh, watch out now. Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks there.
I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that again. Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
The Raptors have gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Ross against Harris. DeRozan passes to Valanciunas. 6 feet out. Again, Toronto. The Magic have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Patterson bringing the double to the middle. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Well, some players just get hotter as the season goes on. That's definitely been the case with these point guards since the All-Star break, as you can see in these shooting percentages. And you look at the kid, 4th in the league and as consistent as they come.
Well, as a point guard, you want to create the best shot possible for your team on every trip. And given the way those players have shot the ball, it might always be a good idea for them to do it alone.
I don't really want to see them doing that, Steve. They got to keep everything in the framework of the team no matter how well they're shooting it. I know what you mean. They have been hot, but keep everybody involved.
Now Lowry after the missed 3 from the kid. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And they're also showing some muscle here in the first half, finding a lot of points in the paint area.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that one.
Ross dishes to Valanciunas. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Sinks that one from the post. Valanciunas has got his second bucket.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
Yep, it's been a clinic at that end of the floor, no question.
Pass to Harris. Tries a 3. Good. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, even with the double teaming, he had the vision to find the open man.
Well, the Toronto Raptors guys looking at a rebrand for a team starting next season to celebrate their 20th anniversary in the league. Boy, time flies. New colors, Steve, and a new logo.
Yeah, they'd even considered a name change, but decided to stick with the Raptors. But a chance perhaps to go with that bird of prey connotation rather than a dinosaur.
Here's the kid. A 3-pointer, no good. Raptors leading by 3. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. 1:58 left to play in the first quarter. Patterson a screen on Oladipo. Valanciunas passes to Lowry. Off target from three-point range.
When you go back to when the Raptors came into existence in 1995, it was Jurassic Mania, thanks to the hit movie at that time. That influenced the fan vote when it came to the team's name, but I think the Tyrannosaurus theme may soon go extinct.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Andrew Nicholson, he's checked in for Vucevic. Gordon comes in for Channing Frye. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Harris. And it's Payton in for Victor Oladipo. A new group in now for the Raptors. Tyler Hansbrough is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Patrick Patterson. Lou Williams is checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Vasquez in for Kyle Lowry.
Well, you talk about the branding of this Raptors team, the new uniforms. Of course, we saw the Toronto-bred rapper Drake in a lot of their games sitting courtside. They had the playoff run last year. This is, I think, an up-and-coming franchise with a lot of appeal.
No good from the kid.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Vasquez dishes to Ross. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez. Ross has got his first 2 points of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
And it's Gordon missing.
Really good performance so far on the boards for this club.
Boy, I like the way they've done a great job carving out space under the basket when the shots have gone up.
The Magic trail by 5. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. No good from the kid.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Vasquez kicks to Williams. Dishes it to Vasquez. There's a screen by Hansbrough. Back to Williams. Puts it up. Off the left rim and out.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. Established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stagnant at all. Free-flowing and fluid at the offensive end.
So on the floor for Toronto to start the second quarter. Ross and Johnson there, the forwards. Lewis Williams out there with Vasquez. And it's Hansbrough in at the 5, roaming the paint. Raptors with the lead. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, guys. The kid in their last game against the Bulls was simply terrific. He finished with 42 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. He carried his team the whole game and was responsible for most of the offense in that contest, guys.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance at Clark here tonight?
I'd say no chance, partner. And that's not a knock against him. It's just that he was so good that night, I don't think he can possibly do it 2 games in a row.
He was Kelloggian. Is that a word? We can use that word.
It is now.
Oh, look at Steve. He didn't like that. Look at him.
Let's just say he was really good.
The Magic trail by 4. There's the dish to Harkless. The pass to the kid. DeRozan brings the double team. Here's the kid. DeRozan defending. Good. And 12 points for the kid.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against the Bulls.
I thought the way they attacked the rim and got into the paint was phenomenal. It seemed like after a while, the defense just kind of waved the white flag.
That's exactly what will happen when a team continues to attack the goal and come away with layups. It demoralizes the defense.
Clock at 4. Here's Williams. No good off the back of the rim.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Lou Williams at 6'1", about 175 pounds, a scoring guard in a point guard's body. He's best playing off the ball offensively, but guarding the point guard defensively, so you often see him cross-match with opponents.
Orlando making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Nicholson. Harris comes in for Gordon. And Luke Ridnour subbed in for Payton. And then for Toronto, Valanciunas, he's checked in for Hansbrough. Patterson comes in for Amir Johnson. And it's Lowry in for Williams. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And you mentioned Lou Williams, a scoring guard, but his scoring rate, Clark, down over the last couple seasons.
And, you know, his turnover rate had typically been excellent, but that's increased by almost double as his scoring numbers have gone down. But some of that is due to him coming off of that knee injury. It usually takes a couple of seasons, Kevin. When you tear that ACL, you get back after one, but it's not until year 2 that you begin to regain your old form.
Here's Vasquez following the bucket by Orlando. Out to DeRozan, 6 to shoot. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez. Vasquez has got his 4th assist in this one. Orlando's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Ridnour passes to the kid. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. The kid's got 7 points for the quarter. The Raptors have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. The drive by Lowry. Outside DeRozan. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got 8 points. Channing Frye's checked in for Orlando. Oladipo comes in for the kid. And so that brings the first half to a close. Orlando.
Well, Nick, a competitive battle.
Everybody, the start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. A fantastic game from the kid in this one.
He went off in the first 2 quarters, guys, as he's capable of doing. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use on him in the second half.
Yeah, they've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him like he has been.
At the 2 and 3, it's Oladipo and Tobias Harris. Ryan Vucevic are the power forward and center. And it's the kid in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break gave him a second win. He looks fresh.
Magic leading by 7. And it's Lowry with the rebound. They set the screen. Patterson setting the pick for Lowry. He got right to the cup using that screen. Lowry's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim. Well, he's clearly feeling it, Clark, coming off that fantastic game last time out.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Hey, Kevin. Kyle Lowry was a hot name in free agency, but he opted to remain with the Raptors, signing a 4-year, $48 million contract. As Kyle said, you don't get many opportunities to have a team you can call your own. Guys, after playing as a backup for most of his 9-year career, Lowry is excited to have that lead role.
He had to work to become a star player. That's great to see, Doris. Thanks. Here's the kid. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. First free throw is good. Both free throws good from the kid.
You know, he's as close to a sure thing as you can possibly have when he steps to the line.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Lowry a screen on Oladipo. And DeRozan. Here we go. That's good.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. I mean, get the ball inside and just take it strong to the hoop. Be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Let's take a look at Kyle Lowry's numbers. Showing up amongst the best. They love what they've seen from him the last couple of weeks. Averaging about 15 points, 7 assists, and just over 2 steals. It's his anticipation that I like the most about him. That's what leads to all those steals. He thinks the game out, reads the play before it develops.
Yeah, the anticipation is what you nailed there, Steve. His hands are probably as quick as his mind, and that's another reason he's such a pesky defender.
Here's Valanciunas. Soft touch off the glass. Valanciunas has got 4 this quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
No question. Pound it into the painted area and continue to put pressure on that defense.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
But the defense isn't making them earn it. I mean, those shots have just come on easy, open looks.
Lowry dishes to Valanciunas. Kicks it to DeRozan. They set the pick. Outside Lowry. Pass to Valanciunas. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 3rd assist on the night. Magic leading by 6.
Valanciunas, a young big man with some offensive promise. He can score on the left block. He's developing a nice touch from mid-range. Very intriguing player with that size and skill set.
The Raptors have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Lowry passes to Patterson. Feeds to Valanciunas. 6 feet out. Rebound by the Magic. Fry's got his 4th rebound in this one. Valanciunas, a mobile 7-footer with good hands. It's a nice start.
It's always a great place to start when you're a big guy. Can you catch it? And not only good passes, but can you catch bad when you finish around the rim? You can do all that.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely different. Nicholson's checked in for Vucevic. Gordon comes in for Channing Frye. Harkless is checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Payton in for Oladipo.
Nice numbers for Lowry. 10 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
Yeah, he really is. He's always looking to make the passes. Head up, eyes up, trying to find the open teammate.
Amir Johnson's checked in for Patterson. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the 3rd now. Payton kicks to Nicholson. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. And let's bring up a list of point guards that over the last month have been on fire from three-point land. Don't you look at the kid, dangerous player from three-point land, a great talent with a great release.
Well, a lot of the point guards in the NBA don't get enough credit for how well they shoot the ball. So give this group their due. Some outstanding long-range shooters right there.
No question about it, Steve. And being able to knock down the 3 ball as well as this group can makes them so much more effective at the point guard spot. It really causes problems for the defense.
And Toronto has possession. Raptors trail by 9. Johnson the screen. Williams dishes to DeRozan. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand, Jim, you're right.
If he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Hansborough's come in for Valanciunas, and it's Vasquez in for Terrence Ross. Nicholson with the bucket.
It's hard to imagine them not running away with this game if they can continue to shoot the ball like they have been.
Steve, everything is falling for them this half, and they haven't had any empty possession, scoring on every trip.
Johnson, that falls. Great assist by Vasquez. Johnson's got his first bucket in this one. Magic leading by 6. Payton passes to the kid. There's the triple. Here's Gordon, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
They've done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I mean, they're fighting for every loose ball, putting a body on somebody and going after the rim.
Over the last month, let's see how the Magic performed in the NBA statistics. First in three-point field goal percentage. First in fewest turnovers per game. And they're number 1 in opponent scoring. They don't allow teams to get into a rhythm offensively, and thus they're able to hold those points down.
Man, you look at those numbers, and what obviously stands out is first in the league in three-point shooting. That's amazing. They've just done a nice job of spacing the floor, getting good looks for their shooters out there, and really passing the ball unselfishly.
And the Raptors making a change here. Patterson's checked in, and it's Gordon missing. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
That's what I do. Make sure you get a couple of shots here to close this quarter. What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Payton passes to the kid from downtown. No good. Raptors trail by 4. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Big time is right, Clark. A lot of momentum here offensively.
Good. Vasquez has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Things are really tightening up now, guys. Their offense has become unstoppable.
Not sure where it was before, but better late than never.
Lets the three fly. No good from the kid. And here comes Williams, averaging 9 points per contest for the lead. Soft touch off the glass. Williams has got 6 points.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him, and on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him.
Here now a chance to show you our game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
It was a beautiful pass, nice, intelligent basketball. The execution was perfect, and that pass set up the open three.
So for Toronto right now, Lowry out there with Vasquez. Then it's Terrence Ross. Then it's Johnson, and it's Patterson in at the four-man position. Here's the kid. Drops in the tray. The kid's got the game tied up here for the Magic.
Tell you what, until he cools off, you got to keep going to him.
Lowry drives in. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Harkless the pass to the kid. Johnson over to help. Here's the kid. Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in. And the Magic lead by 2. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Magic.
Now we've seen them make that extra effort of rotating from the weak side, closing out on their airspace, really sending shots back.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Orlando with the ball. Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Using his post move to get the 2 points. The kid's got 39.
All the buckets he's poured in today have put them in a terrific position heading into the stretch.
So for the Magic, Vucevic checked in for Gordon. And Tobias Harris subbed in for Harkless. Tunis who's checked in for Toronto. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
During that break, Dwayne Casey had some words for his team. He told us, guys, I know we can do this, fellas. Let's maximize every possession and get after it and just watch. Things will go our way. Kevin?
Here's the kid. No good with the triple.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
No good from Ross.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Yeah, they're lucky that they didn't get burned on that one.
The kid passes to Oladipo. He dishes it to Vucevic. Johnson with the defensive effort.
And you got to like the defense inside, really protecting the rim.
Challenging shots and making his presence felt around the rim, that's exactly what he can give you.
Lowry kicks to Valanciunas, and he throws it down hard with one hand. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides. Huge play on the offensive glass to come away with the second chance points. Tell you what, he's getting more and more physical as this game wears on.
Ross in the corner. Lots of room. And it's Orlando with the rebound. The kid's got his third rebound tonight. Count that one. The kid's got 41.
He is just eating this team alive with his offense. It's been a matchup nightmare.
The drive by Lowry. And he gets it to go.
The offense is clicking for him this half. Absolutely clicking. I mean, everything on point and on target.
Here's the kid. And it falls over the rim and in. The kid's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
Lowry dishes to Johnson. Johnson with a screen on Oladipo. Here's Vasquez. Here's Johnson, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
Well, and at this stage of such a tight game, I think this is when tired legs start to show, and the defense can become vulnerable in the low block.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for the kid. 43 points, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
Yeah, it's getting hard to keep track of just how many of those he's hit.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto, Patrick Patterson checked in for Johnson. And it's DeRozan in for Vasquez. Vucevic with it.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Passes it to the kid. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Raptors trail by 4. Ross gets to DeRozan, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
And those could be an important 2 points, too, guys, in a close game like this one.
Here's the kid. Now recovering. Here's the kid. That is good. The kid's got 47 points.
He is just...
The drive by Lowry. He used that pick to get in close. Lowry's got 12 points in just the second half. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's the kid. Harris outside. From 10 feet out. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
You know, I think, Kevin, they took a bit of a chance there going to the double team, and that left another guy open out there.
Raptors trail by 4. Outside DeRozan. He kicks it to Patterson. Can't hit. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Here's the kid. 43 seconds left in the game.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
41 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Time is definitely not on their side at this point.
Yeah, they need a quick bucket.
Here's Valanciunas. Orlando grabs the miss. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Now here is Harris. And they go to the intentional foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 7-point lead. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And it's DeRozan missing. Well, Orlando shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Here's the kid. From deep. And so it's Orlando winning this one. It was a solid win.
We are firing on all cylinders tonight, baby.
Yeah, man, nothing like getting mine when a team gets theirs.
Food tastes a little better.
Hey, them checks gonna look a little bigger.
Now we celebrating or what?
If you don't mind chilling with a young fella like me.
Let's do it.